Hi there, crafty peeps. Enis here from Papercrafting with Enis, and I am back today to do a quick tutorial on how to put together the gift card holder 2026 from the Happy Crafter Shop. This is part of the May release, and I'm also going to be using in my project today one of the label sets from this stitch label set right here. And I did want to mention before we get into this project that I have been in contact with Lisa. She is going to be restocking all of the design sets from the May release, plus a couple of her older sets as well. So watch my channel and Leanna and Poochie, as well as the Happy Crafter Shop channel, for an announcement when those are going to be coming in. And if you missed out and you really want something, yeah, be sure to pick it up this time around, because I'm not sure she will restock them again. But anyway, don't forget I do have a coupon code Enis10 that will save you 10% off all orders. And her web address is right here, as well as her social media. And you can also contact Lisa directly through Instagram if you have any questions or need any help from her, okay? So I'm just going to push those aside. And we do have a few design elements here. Here is the base piece for the gift card holder. You can always tell the base pieces, they don't have any stitching on them. Frequently they will have tabs, but not always. These are the layering pieces for the front flap on the top, the bottom, as well as the back. And I did cut these out twice because I lined the inside, or I'm going to line the inside of my gift card holder. And then you will get this beautiful scalloped piece here, as well as the stitch circle for decorating the front of your gift card holder. So that is the set. And I did use today the Woodland Grove paper collection, the 6x8, and I'm using this one here with the black paper with the gold cameras, because this is going to be a gift card holder for a gentleman who just graduated high school, and I think the darker colors are more appropriate for a guy. And I also used gold foil cardstock from Michaels. And then I did a little bit of embossing for my sentiment, and I used the Brutus Monroe embossing powder in alabaster. Okay. So let me bring in my paper towel, because you guys know I like to glue on paper towel because I'm messy. We are going to be using some magnets today. I do have a few magnets left in my box. We're going to be using the 1mm by 10mm magnets. Okay, it was really stuck together. Okay, and here are all of my pieces. So before we get to folding this up, I did want to mention, I'm going to give you a close-up. I think you can see it pretty good here. You're going to see 3 lines on the score areas. The first line is going to be the edging piece that goes all the way around this flap. The second one is going to be the edging piece that goes around this piece, and you're going to score on that middle one. Okay, so make sure when you're scoring you catch the middle one, and that goes for this score line and the tabs as well. So let me get those scored up. And the great thing about this foil cardstock, it likes to fold right on the score line. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a press. And we'll do this one. Sometimes with heavier cardstock, you might have trouble catching that correct score line. Okay. This is a super easy project to put together. All right, now, because I'm going to be lining the inside, I'm going to go ahead and put that part on first. And I chose this wood grain pattern, and this came from the same collection. Okay, so I think I can put that in. You don't have to line the inside. Also, if you want to, if you use double-sided paper, you don't even have to cut layering pieces. You can just use this piece here. But I like the layering pieces, so I'm going to do that. Now you can glue your tabs down first, or you can glue in this piece first. It doesn't matter, because no one's going to see those tabs once the envelope is closed up. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to glue my little tabs closed. Now with foil cardstock, sometimes it takes a little bit of extra time for the glue to dry. So just be aware of that if you're not used to using foil cardstock. Okay. Now before I put this layering piece on and this layering piece on, I want to make sure I put my magnets on. So what I like to do is I take a piece of score tape, cut a little piece off there. And just going to pick up one of those magnets, add a little bit of glue on there, and stick that down. Now when you put it down, you're going to want to make sure you don't go over that line that's already there, because you're going to need a little bit of space for your paper to glue, okay? Actually, I'm going to push that magnet down just a tiny bit. Oh, you know what? This magnet might actually be too big. I think it is. I'm going to have to switch to the chunkier, smaller magnets. So let me switch to that magnet. Hang on just a moment. And you don't have to use magnets at all. If you want to, you can use Velcro or nothing at all. It's totally up to you. So I do have some smaller, chunkier magnets here. These are probably 2 millimeter by, let me measure that up for you right quick. Looks like, oh, I'm saying millimeter. I should be saying centimeters. I'm sorry. Looks like 8. Okay. Well, let me get another piece of score tape. Okay, and pick that magnet up. Put my little dollop of glue and stick that down. All right, yeah, that covers that up better. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take this magnet and let it sit on there. Cut us another little piece of score tape. And when we pick this magnet up, we're going to make sure that the part that's stuck to the bottom magnet sticks to this tape. Okay. Add my little dollop of glue there and set that back down. And just close that up. Give it a little press. And when you lift it up, it should be sticking, and it should be in the exact spot it needs to be. See that? Okay. Now I'm just going to press this down to make sure that tape holds the magnet in place. And take off the backing from the tape. And take my layering piece. Now this is an outside layering piece, so I'm going to make sure I use my pattern cardstock. Okay, so let me glue that on. And by the way, if you guys have picked up any of these design sets from Happy Crafter this month, I would absolutely love it if you could share your projects with me. Post them on your channel. Make sure you tag me, or if you don't do videos and you do them on Instagram, tag me there as well. I would just love to see your crafty creations. I'm sure that everyone's going to do a fantastic job with these. Okay, and now I'm going to line this piece right here. Just take that score tape off. Give myself some glue. Stick that down. All right, so that closes very, very nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to put this layering piece on. And remember, this gold cardstock, sometimes it takes a while for the glue to dry on it. And you want to wipe off any excess glue right away because it'll mar up that gold cardstock. Okay. See, I'm a messy gluer. And my back piece. And if you're using directional paper, make sure you lay that down properly. Okay. That looks really, really good. Love it. Okay. Now, I did cut out a label, and here's my embossed piece. Congratulations. And this is actually from a stamp set from the Dollar Tree. So let me get those glued together. Oh, looks like I may have cut the wrong size piece off, so I'm just going to trim that with my scissors. That's really weird. I thought I measured that right, but I guess not. Like I mentioned in my last tutorial, some people just aren't meant to do tutorials. I guess I'm one of those people. Sometimes they work out pretty good, sometimes not so much. Okay. I probably could have done this before the video anyway, but I didn't. And then line that up nicely on your label. Okay, and that's going to take a bit to dry. So I'm going to set that aside for the time being, and we're going to glue these two pieces together. Okay. And that's going to go here. Okay, and you're only going to want to put glue on the top portion of this circle. Okay. Now I could use, I tell you that foil takes so long for the glue to dry on it. Okay, and I could put that across there. I had thought about putting it on the inside. Right here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put it here on the front? After looking at inside and outside, I think the best thing to do is to put this on the outside. So let me add some glue here. And I'm going to center that right there. And I was kind of hoping to feature that camera, but I think this is okay. I think that works out pretty good. So there you have it. This cute little gift card holder. And I think this paper is perfect with the black and the gold for a guy. Put your little card inside there. Really, really nice. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if anybody, like I said earlier, picked up any of these die sets, I would love it if you'd tag me so I could see your projects. I always love to see what other people are doing and get some crafty inspiration for my own self, because sometimes I need that inspiration. Sometimes I don't feel very inspired. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you on the next crafty video. See you later, crafty peeps. Bye.